Hello and welcome to Group 4's presentation on community and family engagement. During our presentation, we will go over the definitions, components, importance, and barriers of community and family engagement. We will also list ways and resources of how to get involved. Thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the presentation. Raising the next generation is a shared responsibility. When families, communities, and schools work together, students are more successful and the entire community benefits. What is family and community engagement? According to the definitions, family can be defined as a group of individuals living under one roof and under one head. Community is defined as a unified body of individuals, such as people with common interests living in a particular area. Engagement is a tendency to draw favorable attention or interest, while family and community engagement is defined as a family-centered and strength-based approach to making decisions, goal setting, and achieving desired outcomes for children and their families. The schools, family, and community actively work together, creating networks of shared responsibility for student success. What are the essential components of family and community engagement? Well, research demonstrates that family and community engagement improves school readiness, academic achievement, and graduation rates. Based on a review of available evidence, Hanover, a researcher, has determined 4 key factors that encourage engagement and improve student outcomes. Number 1, the school climate. Experts almost universally consider a welcoming school climate requisite for family and community engagement. Number 2, logistics. Although schools may not have the resources to directly address some of the logistical barriers to parental involvement, they can implement strategies that make certain obstacles easier to navigate. Number 3, communication. Regular, two-way, and meaningful communication between home and school can facilitate stronger bonds. Number 4, community collaboration. Collaboration with community agencies and other organizations helps to provide resources that strengthen school programs, families, and student learning. The importance of family and community engagement. Parents are their child's first teachers. Their involvement in their education is a great contribution to their development. Parents that are actively involved have more knowledge of what is going on around the school and how to support their children in areas that they need help. While being around other families builds a greater sense of empowerment for parents and builds confidence. It is very important to make parents feel comfortable every time they bring their children to the school. This will help them become more involved in school events or just participating in class. Children tend to have higher self-esteem, attend school daily, better social skills, and adapt better to school when their parents are more engaged. In the chart, trends in the percentage of students whose parents reported involvement in their child's school, as featured on this page, and reported by Children's Trends data, demonstrates how there's been an increase in parent involvement during the years 1996 through 2012. It shows that schools that promoted parental involvement and are collaborating with families and communities in engaging their children's education have actually seen an increase in the attendance of general meetings, scheduled meetings with teachers, school or class events, and an increase in volunteering or on parents serving on committees, thus demonstrating that collaboration between all groups really does work to support and increase the success of our children. Barriers for family and community engagement. Barriers to involvement exist for both schools, communities, and families. Some barriers are created by limited resources, while others originate from the beliefs, perceptions, and attitudes of families and school staff. Litnos, 1992. One of the main barriers is lack of teacher time. Teachers often see working on family involvement as a task added to an already long list of responsibilities. Next is lack of understanding of parents' communication styles. Some efforts at increasing involvement fail because there's a mismatch in the communication styles of families and teachers, often due to cultural and language differences. Another is teachers' misperceptions of parents' abilities. Some teachers believe parents can't help their children because they have limited educational backgrounds themselves. Another, limited family resources. Lack of time is a major reason given by family members for why they don't get more involved. Lack of transportation and childcare also keeps families from participating. Barriers for family and community engagement continued. Parents' lack of comfort. Some parents feel intimidated and unwelcome at school. Many parents had negative school experience themselves or are so unfamiliar with the American culture that they do not want to get involved or feel unsure about the value of their contributions. Finally, tension in relationships between parents and teachers. Parents felt that teachers waited too long before telling them about a problem, and that they only heard from teachers when there was bad news. While teachers believed parents didn't respect them, challenged their authority, and questioned their decisions. Ways to get involved. According to researcher Joyce Epstein, there are 6 types of parental and community involvement strategies that provide a framework of parental involvement activities that schools and communities can use to increase and improve parental involvement. First one is parenting. Assist families with parenting skills and setting home conditions to support children as students. Also, assist schools to better understand families. Again, communicating. Conduct effective communications from school to home and from home to school about school programs and student progress. Volunteering. Organize volunteers and audiences to support the school and students. Provide volunteer opportunities in various locations and at various times. Learning at home. Involve families with their children on their homework and other curriculum-related activities and decisions. Decision making. Include families as participants in school decisions and develop parent leaders and representatives. Finally, collaborating with the community. Coordinate resources and services from the community for families, students, and the school, and provide services to the community. Additional resources on how to connect. From education to health, schools, families, and communities are working together to create stronger bonds between one another. With everyone working together, they can create the most optimal learning environment for our children and increase their chances for success throughout life. For additional information on family and community engagement, check out the links listed below on this page. Family engagement, ideas that work. Family engagement, a guide to tools, strategies, and resources. Parent engagement, Strategies for involving parents in school. Now, a quick review of what we learned about family and community engagement. First, we learned the individual definitions of family, community, engagement, and what family and community engagement is. Next, we learned the four key factors or components of family and community engagement, which are school climate, logistics, communication, and community collaboration. We also learned the importance of family and community engagement in regards to increasing parental involvement, thus increasing their sense of empowerment, while also working to increase their children's self esteem, making both feel more comfortable in the school environment. We also did discuss barriers for family and community engagement, which can stem from lack of teacher time, lack of understanding of parents' communication styles, teachers' misinterpretations of parents' abilities, lack of resources, parents' lack of comfort, and tension between parents and teachers. Finally, we talked about ways to get involved: parenting, communicating, volunteering, learning at home, decision making, and collaborating with the community are just some of the few ways for schools, family, and communities to get involved together. Well, thank you so much for your time, and I hope you enjoyed our presentation.